Hey, second grade, it's Miss Metz again, and it's time for our second writing lesson. Yay! Yesterday, we just did a super quick video all about what writing's gonna look like for these next few weeks. Today, we're actually gonna get to jump into a lesson and grow our brain in writing. As you can see on my screen here, today we are focusing on capitalization. Now, I know a lot of you already know about capitalization and how to use capital letters. We've done some work on this in school. I know Mr. Yu did a lot of lessons on capitalization in his creative writing enrichment class, so this is probably review for you, but we're going to take this whole week to make sure that we are masters in this skill and we know when to use capital letters in our writing. Now, when we use capital letters, we typically use them to begin proper nouns. That's things like names of people, places, and things. That could be people's first names, middle names, last names, cities, countries, continents, titles of books and movies. I know I've been watching a lot of movies. Days of the week, months, and holidays, historical periods and events, names of brands, sports teams, and magazines, and brand names of products. Whew, now that's a lot of times when we use capital letters, but we're just going to focus on little bits of capitalization each day so that we don't overwhelm ourselves. Today, we're just going to focus on capitalization for using people's names and the pronoun I, as you can see on my screen. Now, the pronoun I is when we use the letter I to talk about ourselves without using our names. So saying, I went to the store, I bought a cat, I. We always capitalize that letter I when we're using it as a pronoun. We also capitalize people's names. We're going to do an activity together. This first time, you don't need to open your composition book. Ms. Metz is just going to show you how we're going to do it. We're going to do three things. First, we're going to read through the sentence. Then we're going to figure out where the mistake is in the sentence, and we're going to circle it. And then we're going to rewrite the sentence, fixing the mistake. So I'm going to show you first. Just watch me. Our sentence is, my mother and I went to the store to get more toilet paper. Lots of people have been buying all of the toilet paper, and most stores don't have a lot left. So if you know where to find toilet paper, you can tell me down here. My mother. I'm starting to look for the mistake now. Now, I'm talking about a person. My mother is a person, but her name's not Mother. Mother is just something that I call her. My mom's name is Margaret. If I were to say Margaret, I would capitalize her name. But for Mother, we just leave that lowercase. Let's see where the mistake is. And I. Oop, I see the pronoun I here, and it's not capitalized, it's lowercase. I'm going to go ahead and take my pen, and I'm going to circle it in red, because that is my mistake. Now, my next step is to rewrite the sentence and fix this mistake. I'm going to type down here, fixing my mistake. My mother and I went to the store to get more toilet paper. There. Now, the lowercase I was made capital, and my capitalization here is correct. If I were you and I were doing this in my composition book, it would look something like this. First, I have the sentence written the first time with the mistake, and I circled it with my red pen. Then I rewrote the sentence again, and I fixed the mistake to have a capital I. As we move to the next sentence, I want you to get your composition book, your pencil, and your other colored pen or pencil. Have those things ready. If you need to pause this video to get your materials, go ahead and do that now, and then press play when you're ready to join us again. We're going to move to our next sentence. I wish I had a loud and proud reader to read this out, but I'll have to use my own voice. This sentence says, during the day, I stay inside and do my schoolwork. Go ahead and look and see in this sentence if you see a person's name or the pronoun I that needs to be capitalized. If you want to take a minute and pause the video, go ahead and do that while you find the mistake, or copy this sentence down in your composition book. I'm going to get my pen ready, and we're going to figure out where the mistake is. During the day, I stay inside and do my schoolwork. You should have seen that this pronoun I is not capitalized, and that right there is our mistake. Next, you'd rewrite this sentence in your composition book. Go ahead and pause and rewrite this sentence, fixing the mistake here, thinking what will you do to this I, the pronoun I, to make this sentence correct. Oh. Okay, now we have the sentence corrected. Before, the pronoun I was not capitalized. Now the pronoun I is capitalized. When you're ready, join us for the next question. Get ready to get tricked on this one. This one is a short sentence. It says, "Can you call me?" I'm going to give you a hint. There's a pronoun in this sentence that we did not talk about needing to be capitalized. Go ahead and find the mistake here. Write this sentence down in your composition book and circle the mistake. If you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. If you figured out that the pronoun me should not be capitalized, you are correct. There's a mistake here. Me was capitalized. While me is a pronoun that talks about me, myself, or I, it does not get capitalized. Only the pronoun I is capitalized. So we're going to fix that. Can you call me? Lowercase. Let's move to our next question. Now this sentence is all full of mistakes. Go ahead and write this down in your composition book and see if you can circle all the different mistakes in here. At the beginning of the video, you'll remember Miss Metz said that we capitalize people's first names and their last names. So if you see a first name and a last name, both need to be capitalized. This sentence says, Jeremy Alfaro and his friend Abraham Hernandez like to play soccer. You can pause this video if you'd like more time writing this out and finding the mistakes. So we had 4 mistakes here in this sentence. I bet you found all 4 pretty quickly. We have a name here at the front, and that's Jeremy. We miss you, Jeremy. We need to capitalize Jeremy's first name and his last name, Alfaro. Both the J for Jeremy and the A for Alfaro need to be capitalized. We also have another name, which is Abraham Hernandez. And we miss you too, Abraham. We need to capitalize the A in Abraham and the H in his last name, Hernandez. When you rewrite your sentence, make sure that you're capitalizing both the first and the last name. Go ahead and do that in your notebook now. If you'd like to pause the video for more time, go ahead and pause the video. Whoa. There is what your sentence should look like when you fix those capitalization errors. Now, Miss Metz has 2 more sentences here for you that you can work on. In your composition book, write down both of these sentences, these 2 sentences, circle the mistakes, and then rewrite fixing those mistakes. Pause the video and take about 2 to 3 minutes to work on this activity. Okay, friends, here on the screen we have our mistakes circled and we have the correct way to write these sentences. Check your work in your composition book and make sure that both of your sentences ended up looking like this. Fixing the capitalization of Jodini's name, fixing the capitalization of the pronoun I, fixing the capitalization of the pronoun I, and fixing the capitalization of my roommate's name, Emily. Once you're done with these activities, boom, you have your quill assignments. Yesterday I showed you how to get to quill, and if you don't remember how to do that, go back and look at my writing video from yesterday, and it shows you how I go from clever to quill to the activities. You have a whole package of capitalization practice. For today, you are only working on these two. Capitalize names of people and the pronoun I. That's what we worked on together today. And capitalize names of people. Also what we worked on today. You'll see them in your packet here. Capitalize names of people and the pronoun I. And capitalize names of people. You'll work on those two assignments today. If you'd like to do more, you can, but I'm going to tell you which ones we'll do throughout the rest of this week. After you're done with your quill assignments, you have your daily writing prompt. Yesterday, Ms. Metz also showed you where you find your daily writing prompt. That's in your second grade packet on this calendar. Each day you have a different writing prompt that you're going to respond to, about 5 to 7 sentences. 5 to 7 sentences. Today's prompt says, I accidentally ate watermelon seeds and I felt funny. I looked in the mirror and now this story is going to be full of the pronoun I. So make sure every time you use the pronoun I, you are making a capital I. I have the prompt here for you as well. If you want to pause the video here so that you see your assignments, you can do that. That's all I have for you guys today. I miss you all. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.